Pellers here again. All this isolation reminds me when I was stationed in the desert in Africa. We were several miles away from the nearest town, which was Cairo. One day we had a new commanding officer. He wanted to carry out an inspection, so we all lined up, and he took careful note of how smart every one of us looked, and even our camels were all neatly brushed, and the tents looked immaculate, and all our weapons and guns polished to an inch of their life. He went down the row, nodding, smiling, and very pleased with it all, till he came to the end, and there was one particular camel, an old, worn-out, tired-looking thing, tufts of dirty hair, unpolished hooves, and a hump at a slight angle. He turned to the corporal and he said, "Corporal, what is that knackered beast doing there?" So the corporal took the seer to the side and said, "Well, sir, that camel is rather special, sir. It's only used when the men are at leisure. You see, men have their needs, and it's a long way from Cairo." The corporal looked at him and said, "That's disgusting! Take that beast away out of my sight immediately." Several weeks went by, and the corporal turned, and the seer went and called to the corporal. The corporal went into his tent. The seer said, "Corporal, when I was first here, you remember that knackered camel?" "Yes, sir." "Where is it?" "Well, sir, it's round the back." "Well, bring it here immediately, please." So the corporal did as he was told. He took the camel round to the CO and left them alone. Half an hour later, the corporal returned to find outside the CO's tent an even more exhausted camel. The CO came out, buttoning his tunic, and said, "Well, thank you, Corporal. And is that how the other men usually do it?" The corporal looks at him and says, "Well, no, sir, they usually ride it to Cairo."